I'm out here in what we call the meadow, which is the piece of property to the north side of ours, and we call it that because it is a hay meadow. If you can look in this direction, I trim off to the left, roughly from about here over. I keep that trimmed so that this gentleman named Chris Perdue can come by, and he's already cut a swath here, and he's coming around with his tractor. He has a hay cutter which is off to the right-hand side of his tractor, so he'll cut around, and I don't know if it cuts behind him or not. I'm going to keep a track on this. And this is the first stage of taking the hay. The first stage is to cut the hay, and then after this he'll come back with a gadget that'll rake it up into long windrows. And his tractor, by the way, is air conditioned. It's quite comfortable, I'm sure. And he's swinging around this way, so yeah, it does not cut behind him. I can see it now, that it only cuts off to the side. So he'll be cutting in the clear space, and that helps me understand how to keep it trimmed for him. So this is the way that he'll come up here, and that's his cutter. He's cutting a swath a couple of feet wide. That's my trooper in the video here. I'm going to be quiet as you hear the tractor go by. And that's driven off the power take off, and so he's cutting about I'd say that's an 8-foot wide swath, and as he heads up the hill. And then in about 3 days he'll come back and rake it, and after that, and he dries out a little bit, he'll come back and he'll make hay bales. So this is kind of the ultimate lawnmower. Luckily it's not mine, don't belong to it, but it keeps me from having to cut this area, which, as we said, we call the meadow. It's only about an acre and a half. That's the next house, and there's another field 5 acres in between, but this is the area that we call the meadow, and through the trees up there someplace is our house. This is on the south side, somewhere hiding up in there. It's actually, the little light up there is the pool behind the house, and the house is peeking up out of the top there. Be well.